And next up, we've got Peter Kay's Car Share, which returned for a one-off unscripted special on Monday night. This was unscripted in terms of what John and Kaylee were doing in the car, Peter Kay and Sean Gibson, but there was a lot of scripting on the radio, on the Forever FM.
What we see is what they're hearing and seeing for the first time and talking about for the first time. To me, it was like Car Share should be. And it didn't matter to me whether it was unscripted or not. But I know I had my little niggles with the 4 episodes we got last year. This made me laugh out loud a fair few times. And the one pleasure of the unscripted was I knew that when they were laughing, that they were laughing genuinely. That it wasn't... The
BLT and the club sandwich.
And then what the club sandwich and you know, what does all the words for the stroke
The stroke,
mean?
yeah.
Act fast, that's what they say, don't they, when you have a stroke? No one knows what it means, though, do they?
Act fast.
Act fast, but what is it?
Face, arm.
Oh, is it? Face, arm.
Shins, toes.
Is it balls,
What else
shins
is
and
it?
toes? I know T's time. I don't know what S is. What's S?
Won't be shoes. Face, arm.
Shoes?
Just thinking of things beginning with S.
Face, arm.
Signs.
Signs. Is it signs?
I don't know what.
Look it up on my phone. Face, arm. It's a daft one, that. It's not like think car, think bike.
Face,
Yeah.
arms.
Arm.
Hold on.
Buffering.
Yeah.
See, this could be urgent now. Time you figured it out, they're bloody dead.
And the singing in the car, they had the small stuff.
Yeah.
I thought it was really funny. What I didn't expect and what I think a lot of people would be surprised by is it's had a bit of a what I think to be an unfair backlash.
The transphobic thing.
I wouldn't have given that a second thought.
No. See, the thing is, at the time, I knew in a way that because people like to pick up on these things, don't they? And obviously, in the first place, someone had to write that and think, you know, it would be something that they'd like to see the characters react to. And obviously, people have been sort of saying, well, that's how John and Kaylee would react and things like that.
Absolutely, yeah.
They were reacting not to the fact that the husband was sort of dressing as a woman, was a transsexual, but the fact that he, you know, he had this reaction on his wife sort of thing. And I didn't find it was, you know, they were turning their noses up at the concept of, you know, a transvestite as much as they were just this story, really.
But I just think it's just a reflection on perhaps even, I mean, I don't think my site that we work on is doing it, but it is a reflection on there's got to be something to say about it. And instead of, oh, it was wonderful and it was just a nice half hour, then it seems to be a shame that tiny 8-minute bit, or maybe even shorter than that, has been put under the spotlight. Because Peter Kay sort of manages to avoid controversy for the most part quite easily. I think his comedy is pretty universal. Obviously, there's those who like him and don't. That's a different thing. But it seems a shame that that's been brought into focus. Because I genuinely wouldn't have given it a second thought. It is funny that it was on the same night as Channel 4's Genderquake. But that is a different matter. So,
well, we'll talk about that later. I think Gary watched it.
Gary Quake. No, but I did laugh out loud a lot. It was very funny.
And some of the sight gags as well, like the Venga bus and Halaldi.
Halaldi, that was my favourite. I'm gonna miss it. We're gonna get the 4th series again on Monday nights now, and then on the next bank holiday, which is at the end of May, that's when the final one will be.
I thought that because I thought, why are they repeating the second series?
So it's sort of to let you see it, and then they'll tie up the loose ends. But I did laugh out loud a lot, and although I praised Mum, I just loved Mum, and I love those characters. But I didn't laugh out loud a lot. Whereas with this, I was laughing out loud on my own, which is something I don't often do. It just felt, I suppose,
natural,
the knowledge of the
and
unscripted.
Yeah. It's the natural, as you said, the natural reactions to, you know, the gags and the And the fact they're doing this in character, but occasionally you see sort of the breaks in character and things like that.
Yeah.
And
What have you done today to make you feel
Yeah.
proud? That's what you've done today.
Yeah,
That impression.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd never go off Car Share, but I was slightly disappointed by those 4 episodes we got.
you did the Safari Part 1 you didn't like particularly.
My least favourite one was the Irish guy in the car with them.
Oh yeah, from
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
I didn't mind the Safari Park, although because it had a lot of good stuff up until the monkey was in the back of the car. It was probably something I'll remember for a long time, and it just reminded me how much I love those characters and those 2 actors. Peter Kay and Sean Gibson have had that friendship for donkey's years, and you can so tell. I think it's great, and it's a shame that some bad sort of press has come out of it. But I loved it.